Good afternoon, Facebook, YouTube, Daily Motion, and Twitter. This is Rich again, back for your second video blog of the day for Friday, February 20th, 2015, around 4:07 p.m. in Billerica, Massachusetts. Nice and sunny day out, but it's so cold, only about 17 degrees. Wind chill's well below zero. Tonight's going to be clear. Tomorrow's going to be sunny to start off with, but by afternoon, more snow, 2 to 5 inches, before changing over to rain Sunday morning and a flash freeze set Sunday night, and then colder than average temperatures for at least into the middle of next week. It's the same old thing, the cold or the snow. This weather pattern's tough to break. Some news to report. Miami Heat forward Chris Bosh might be diagnosed with blood clots in his lungs, and if he's diagnosed with it, he's going to miss the rest of the season. That's a big break, tough break for the Heat. And there's been reports that actress Emma Watson, is dating Prince Harry, so congratulations to them if these reports are true. And my next subject is about the Sports Hub, 98.5 FM, Boston. It's the Sports Hub. It's the talk show. It's the sports talk, and also carries the flagship home of the Bruins, Patriots, Celtics, and New England Revolution. The Sports Hub 98.5 is owned by CBS Radio, and it's been around since August of 2009, and the Sports Hub beat WEEI in the ratings in 2010, and they've been the number one rated sports radio station in Boston ever since. It took 19 years for a serious challenge for WEEI to be knocked off its throne. And here is the current weekday schedule of Sports Hub 98.5. The Sports Hub. From 6 to 10 in the morning weekdays, it's the Toucher and Rich show. Toucher and Rich used to be DJs at 104.1 FM WBCN, which that replaced the Sports Hub. And Toucher and Rich have a very funny show, and they have a lot of Bruins players on during the season and other guests. The Sports Flash guy is John Wallach from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. weekdays on the Sports Hub. It's the Mark Bertrand show with Scott Zolak. Originally, it was Gary Taneway and Scott Zolak when it started in August 2009 through February 2010. Then Taneway was replaced by Andy Gress, and Andy Gress hosted it from March 2010 through February of 2015, and Mark Bertrand has replaced him. The Sports Flash guy is Hardy. And from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. weekdays on the Sports Hub, it's the Michael Felger and Tony Maserati show, Felger and Maserati. And the Sports Flash guy is Chris Jasper, and Felger and Maserati is a very popular show. Felger and Maserati is kind of critical about Boston sports teams and stuff, especially Felger's critical about the Boston Bruins. The Felger and Maserati show is also simulcast on Comcast Sports Network New England, and they're a real popular show. They are like one of the best sports radio talk show ratings-wise in the country, and Felger and Maserati used to be sports writers, and they're real popular. I like to listen to that show and watch it on the Comcast Sportsnet. From 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. during the baseball season, which is April through October, it's the Baseball Writers Show, hosted by Tony Maserati. Tony Maserati usually has a number of baseball writers on the show, usually from the Globe or the Herald, or from other sources, and it's a real popular show. They talk about the Red Sox and other things that are happening in Major League Baseball season during the baseball season. From 6 p.m. to 11 p.m., weeknights from October to April, and it's from 7 p.m. to midnight during the baseball season, unless if there's no Celtics, Bruins, or Revolution games. It's the Adam Jones Show, and the Sports Flash guy is Rich Keefe. Originally, it was Damon Amendola hosted that time slot from August 2009 through December 2012, but now Damon Amendola hosts a show on CBS Sports Radio Network. The Adam Jones Show is a pretty good show. I like listening to it, and it's very funny and knowledgeable. I used to like to listen to DA a lot, Damon Amendola show, because he used to have a lot of ladies on there, including Jessica Moran from Comcast Sportsnet New England, Carolyn Mano from Comcast Sports New England, now she works for NBC SN and others. Real popular show. And the weekends, they have as some of the hosts Ryan Johnson and Matt Flynn, Hardy and Jerry Trupiano, Chris Jasper, and a couple of others. And the Sports Hub has the radio flagship station of the New England Patriots, the Boston Bruins, the Boston Celtics, and the New England Revolution. Every year since the Sports Hub 98.5's been on the air, the New England Patriots have won the division, the AFC East, and so they've had every single year a playoff game. The coverage is 9 hours on game day, 3-hour pregame show, the actual game, and 3-hour postgame show, which they take phone calls. And the Boston Bruins flagship station, most of the games are played on the Sports Hub 98.5, but if there's a conflict with the New England Patriots game, the Bruins game will go on WZLX 100.7, which is a sister station of the Sports Hub radio. And I love listening to Bob Beers and David Gosha. They're great play-by-play and color duo. Every single year since the Sports Hub's been around, the Bruins have made the playoffs every single year, and they get to listen to playoff games on the Sports Hub, which is pretty good. 2011, the Boston Bruins won the Stanley Cup, so they had a success for it. The Boston Celtics flagship radio station is the Sports Hub 98.5. They joined the Sports Hub, but 10 to 15 games a year have to be moved to WZLX because of conflicts with the Boston Bruins. Sean Grandy and Shedrick Maxwell are the play-by-play and color announcers for the Celtics games on the Sports Hub, but once in a while they might have somebody else do it, like John Wallach, because Sean Grandy has other stuff. He does college hockey games on the CBS Sports Network. And the New England Revolution games are on Sports Hub 98.5 most of the time when they're playing during season, but they might, if there's a conflict, they might be on 98.5.2 HD. And the Sports Hub, during the overnight hours, the Sports Hub 98.5 has the CBS Sports Radio Network, and they have good shows on there like the Amy Lawrence Show After Hours and the Damon Amendola Show, pretty good. And during the weekends, they might have the CBS Sports Radio Network during like at 6 or 7 p.m. all the way to like 6 in the morning. And before, when the Sports Hub first started, they carried the Fox Sports Radio Network with JT DeBrick, and it was a good show and stuff like that. But when they got the CBS Sports Radio Network, they decided to flip that over. And Sports Hub is continuing to be more popular because of the championship teams for the New England Patriots and stuff. Their ratings are sky high and stuff. And on Sunday mornings from 6 to 8 a.m., they have a public affairs show called the Sunday Boston Review, which is a public affairs show, which is pretty good and stuff like that. And once in a while, the Sports Hub might carry college basketball and college football games, but that's not once in a while. And there's been rumors in 2017 the Sports Hub 98.5 is going to go after Boston Red Sox games on the radio, which it's going to be a conflict if they do. They're going to have to move around a lot of their other games for the Celtics and Bruins and New England Patriots, New England Revolution. So we'll wait and see if the Red Sox games will go on the Sports Hub 98.5. It's going to be real interesting because I think they're going to make a bid to get Red Sox games on the radio for the Sports Hub 98.5. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Red Sox accept that deal and all Red Sox games on the radio in 2017 will be on 98.5, the Sports Hub. I wouldn't be surprised at all. And that's about it on the Sports Hub 98.5. I'll be back for my third and final video blog of the night, which will be about Baseball Hall of Famer Jim Rice. Have a good day, Facebook, YouTube, Daily Motion, and Twitter. See you later. See you in the night.